matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good.
Down at the 16.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Now here's the toss play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The pocket breaking down. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for first down and goal.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Noles looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
2nd down and goal upcoming. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Let's see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. Direct snap to the back. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. We had a short field of the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. He hands it off from the gun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
This one is right through. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? He slings this one deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position to come up with a big turnover.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the Canes are looking to keep this drive going. They'll try the option play here. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Florida State 7, Miami 3.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Canes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Extra point try coming now. The PAT puts him up 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession on the pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Parker. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The offense will try to recover now at 2nd and 12. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He'll take a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Past the 50. Inside the 30. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's a shotgun run call. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Second and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pressure is coming. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, I'll be honest, I thought on fourth down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well. Especially,
here's the throw deep downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. He'll take a deep shot. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So second and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And now here comes the point after attempt. Extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20. Oh, it's grabbed by the kicking team. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Seminole.
Touchdown, number 14, with the return for the score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Young. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida State. Here's the point after attempt. After the point after, it's a 35-17 game.
That makes the score. Florida State 35.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 64.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it on the move. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Lets it fly out of the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Looking for his big tight end. He pulls in the catch. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to score with a wide receiver handoff here. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone. But it winds up getting...
Touchdown, Knowles. And the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Makes the catch downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Man, And with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. First and goal, handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Glenn. On the move, looking deep. Deep shot caught inside the 15.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lucky for the junior quarterback, that didn't get picked off.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Looking to throw yet again. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Seminoles. And this one is getting ugly. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive.
And the Miami offense will take over first.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Using his legs here. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
On third and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Contact as he let the ball go. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
What a great job by this defense, really, all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain moves the ball to the 15-yard line.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little.
Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 64. Kick this one away.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
And the Miami offense will take over.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Tries the right with a quick throw. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Pass caught. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 spot.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down after that completion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Looking to throw again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he drops to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Toss play to the outside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown for the U.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach. But, again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And he knocks through the PAT. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Wideouts now clustered. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he fires the football to the right side. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Knowles. And the beatdown continues.
Number 88 makes the catch and takes it in.
Kicking team out for the PAT try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Looks to the left. Pass caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
Game moves to the 35. First down again. And he drops back in the gun, bringing pressure, trying to extend the play. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but
he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game, and this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab. Completion, that's about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's 4th down.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field, but it's incomplete. A 4th down stop, turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
On 1st down, it's play action. Throws it to the right. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.